Hi, I'm Mike Frisch. This is Fishing the Midwest. Thanks for stopping by. Today I'm at Hannay's Marine here in Minneapolis. Now Hannay's has a great selection of new and used boats if you're in the market for your next fishing boat. Today we're going bass fishing. We're going to be with pro Tristan McCormick. The name of the show is Bass, Bass, and More Bass, and that's the way it is. We catch them, and we catch a lot of them. So let's get in the boat, Tristan McCormick, and let's chase bass. So today we're getting together with Tristan McCormick. Now Tristan is a major league fishing pro. He's actually from Nashville, Tennessee. And I was introduced to Tristan at the ICAST show in July, and we decided that, hey, we both like bass fishing. Tristan's been to Minnesota before. He likes the bass fishing in Minnesota. We decided to make a date to go fishing. Today's the day. We get out to the first spot and it's not long and we start getting bit.
There he is. Fatty.
Some belly. Ate the Rattlin Rage Craw. We'll get them bigger.
You know, Minnesota has a lot to offer. Clearly, you know, there's a ton of lakes, and if they're not biting at one, you can load up the boat and go straight to another one. Has a lot of diverse fisheries. You can catch smallmouth, largemouth. There's a lot of them here in Minnesota.
Got a little weed with action with him.
Well, these are chunky ones over here.
Yeah.
That's 15 inch.
Fatty fish.
Little double hook.
Yep, double header. Today we're fishing Texas rigs. Again, we're using a bait that's fairly new. This is a Texas rigged Rage Rattlin Craw. It's like the traditional Rage Craw, except it has a built-in rattle for extra noise and extra attraction.
We rolled into the ramp first thing this morning and we noticed the wind was a little calmer. So in our head, we thought the wind was going to pick up, so we wanted to fish the side of the lake that the wind was crashing into. And what that means is, you know, it pushes all the bait fish up, it pushes all the crawfish up, and these high percentage places we're hitting like a point, the wind's crashing in on it. So, you know, in our head, it's like, hey, they're going to be sitting right here. So we did that this morning, and I mean, right off the rip, we started catching them. Yeah, there's a couple of them right here.
Whoa, doggy.
That's a good one.
Yeah, a nice one here. Get up in here.
Oh, that's a threer.
There we go. There's
maybe
good.
Maybe a 3.5-er.
Yep.
Look how thick that dude is. So here's the deal, guys. Still the true and testified Rage Craw. But this just adds a little more flavor to it. It's got a rattle in there. It really gets you a couple extra bites and some nice ones like that.
Now that one's well over 3 pounds.
Yeah.
Well over 3. Pushing 4.
Oh, they're so fat. Double saw. You catch one about 97% of the time. There's a couple more to be caught there. And why that is, like we said earlier, you know, we're fishing high percentage areas, points, turns, depressions, places that are going to hold more than one fish, you know. So we'd catch one, we'd hit spot lock, we'd fire in there several more times, and about every time we'd catch a couple more to go with it. I hit it on the fall. I jerked the rod out of my hand.
A pretty good one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yes, sir.
It's a fatty, it's a threer. Look how thick that tail is. So fat.
Fishing the Midwest is brought to you by G3 Boats, Lose, Strike King, and Explore Alexandria.
Yes,
Healthy. It's just amazing how thick these northern largemouth are. That's amazing. Good one. That's probably a 220.
We're rigging the baits, Texas rigging them. We're casting them and pitching them to weed lines. We're paralleling the weed lines or holding out from the weed lines, casting to the weeds, and slowly working our Texas rig baits back to the boat. It's not long and we're getting bit.
Another nice little rage crawl, Rattlin rage. There's a lot of different things you can do with this bait. Today we just got it on a Texas rig, but there's so many different techniques you can do. You can put it on the back of a jig, a Carolina rig. It's just a great all-around little crawl bait. Mimics crawfish, that's what they're feeding on here.
Yeah, that rage craw flat out catches them.
So the Rattlin Rage Craw, you know, of course, the crawl has been out for years and years and years. It's a piece of treasure in the Strike King lineup, and you know, everybody knows it works. So last year we wanted to spice it up a little bit. You know, things are changing in the industry, so we wanted to take a bait that's always been tried and true and add a little more bling to it. And what we did, we put that tungsten rattle in it. Really gives it a lot more action. It's loud, and it really, really works. It's in the same spot.
There you go.
There you go. That's a good one. Get it, spot lock. That's a nice one.
While these fish are really loving these Texas rigged Rattlin Rage Craws, Tristan and I are getting bit very regularly today.
Another healthy one.
Fun stuff.
Very fun. So the rods we're using was a Signature Series Greg Hackney pitching rod. It's a 7.6 heavy with a fast tip. You know, we had two different reels we was using with those setups. I was throwing a Hypermag. You know, it's the older knockdown version, but you guys have seen there's a brand new Hypermag out. It's a really, really good reel. And also, Mike was throwing the 7.6 Signature Series Greg Hackney rod. Heavy, fast tip, of course, and paired with the Pro SP reel. You know, it's a shallow spool reel. It holds about 50 to 60 yards of line. When you're just pitching and flipping the edge of that weed line, it's a really nice setup to have.
What do we got here now?
Oh, he just got me hooked funny. God, they're mean. Thick, 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 thick.
Nope. Fatty though. How fat he is.
That one looked like it just got up there.
What's that?
I said that one looked like he just swam up there. Looks like he's been out a little deeper. It's
Easy.
the lightest one we've caught.
Wow, that Texas rig, it's hard to beat when these fish are schooled in these small areas. What we've found is the tips of points or the little inside corners. Any little irregularity in the weed line seems to have a bass or 5 or 6 bass. We just having us some fun. Just having us some fun. Fish after fish after fish.
Fishing the Midwest is brought to you by Hannay's Marine, Blackfish Gear, Cabatoga Lake, Right Height, maker of the turret forward-facing sonar transducer mount, and Diamond Buick GMC.
Been dragging it all morning. You guys heard me say earlier that you can do a lot of different techniques with this Rattlin Rage Craw, and I just started reeling it, and he come up and crushed it. Nice one.
Today's pattern, what we're doing is we're fishing underwater points with weeds. The weeds have died up on top of the point, and so what we're doing is we're holding off the edges and kind of casting up on top, but also paralleling the edges of the weeds. These fish are schooled either along the edges or on the tips. Usually when we catch one, we catch another. Old chunk. A pretty good one there. I don't know. Trolling motor's going all over. Might be a big one. Smallie.
Sure is.
Come here, boy. A bonus brownie. Guess they like that craw too.
Coming into it, me and Mike talked, and I was super excited to get up here. You know, it's a little colder. It's about 50 degrees in the morning, warms up to about 65 in the day. But you know, this place is beautiful. Minnesota has a special place in my heart. It's got a lot of big fish, beautiful acreage, beautiful ponds, beautiful lakes, you just name it. It's home of the 10,000 lakes in Minnesota, you know, so you guys have a lot to offer here. And if you live here, you're pretty blessed and lucky to live here. Right here. Oh yeah.
He might have been on there when I pulled into the weed, I'm not sure. Oh yeah.
Thick one. Healthy.
Stop it.
Fishing the Midwest is brought to you by Distinctive Cabinet Design, Superior Industries, and Starbright.
Chunky. Chunky tuna.
He just had him hooked.
Oh yeah. Nice one. Go factor those on.
Say we at least caught 70 fish. Of course, you guys aren't gonna get to see them all, but there was a lot of hook sets. My side's completely red. It's gonna be bruised in the morning probably, but we got the bass thumb. We went through a lot of Rattlin rage crawls today, and you know what? It was a very special day.
Well, there you have it, folks. Tristan McCormick is an outstanding fisherman, and as you saw, the new gravel dog, well, you're gonna wanna get yourself some of those. Hey, from all of us at Fishing the Midwest, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you again next time, and as always, remember to include a youngster in your next outdoors adventure.